we go from Tampa, taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry for this shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cohen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Cohen. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, and the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Crazy.
A nickel set
crazy.
defensively for the Broncos here on third
Too
down.
early for that.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years. Britton Colquitt on to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's enough. Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. This is the tight end fan. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Cowboys nothing.
On 3rd down, Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness. I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Geno Atkins, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. It's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll bring down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Get it. And we're going to do and do that. Ready? Stop shooting stuff. That's what your bonus for.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They drop this one down to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that, to gain a 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 44-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Out from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is sharp. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Justin Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Cousins again. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's third down. Third and
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll fire one. Got him there, and it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
The score, Cowboys 10, Broncos 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime
Chop.
And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Fields it in the middle
Where you
of the
going,
end
girl?
zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Cousins now. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Dustin Hopkins.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. This is Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up second and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Broncos 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. This is Fant on the short completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Cousins now from the 50. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Handoff, it's Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's caught by Hollister. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got room. 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 38 yards on the scamper there. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal. At the 7.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. From his own end zone, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw from his end zone. Herbert, open man is Ross, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.